Well, I am the defender of our everyday lives, and I'm here to raise your vibration. Tonight, we're going to discuss the 8 dimensions of wellness. How's everyone doing? It's good to see everyone. I shared with all of you I was going to discuss the 8 dimensions of wellness. This is a very interesting concept, and it brings light to our journeys. We all have unique journeys, and we could kind of understand life as we break free of the matrix and we break free of subconscious programs. We're going to learn the truth about our journey. We're going to discuss the law of 80-20, and that's what we're all going through right now. So the 8 dimensions of wellness, I come out here, we're inside today actually, and we discuss, we want to improve our physical health, our mental health, and our overall everyday life experience. So it's important to expand our consciousness so that we are able to improve all aspects of life. And, we kind of have our personal journeys, and there are 8 dimensions of wellness, and certain things could bring us down. And we might look at other people and we're looking only at one dimension. And, we might then say, oh, I don't have that in my dimension that I'm lacking in or I'm struggling in. But you're not also seeing what another person is dealing with on their journey. A little while back, I discussed Kensho versus Satori. We discuss the authentic journey. And a lot of times we are going to struggle with one aspect of our life on our journey. And it's not going to be perfect, but we are here to be authentic. And tonight, when we discuss the 8 dimensions of wellness, we could all improve our everyday life experience. And we're going to learn that we have to navigate each dimension. And we actually just discussed dimensional bleeding. Certain points of wellness can leak into other points. So that's why it's important to be conscious of this, because if you have an issue, maybe in one dimension, you don't want to allow it to then interact with your other dimensions of wellness. So we have a lot in store tonight. We always have a lot in store, right? Light Warriors. So just waiting another minute to let everyone get on if you're watching on the replay. And when we approach all these topics as we enter the new earth, we want to approach them in the vibration of authenticity. So we might discuss certain concepts that maybe you've never heard before, or maybe you always knew them inside your sacred heart, and now you have someone or a place where you could have that confirmation. And tonight we're going to discuss a lot of these different things. So I hope that, forget about 5 dimensions. Tonight we're going 8 dimensions tonight. But we're going to go through this. We're going to break it down as a whole to get an understanding. And then we're going to go bit by bit. We'll address questions at the end. We do it all here. After all, these are our everyday lives. Hello, everyone. I am Michael, and I help guide people on the evolutionary journey. Our journey is very detailed, and there are 8 dimensions make up our total wellness. We have emotional, spiritual, intellectual, physical, environmental, financial, occupational, and social. As I go through these dimensions, you could reflect on your journey, and you could see that you might have everything in place, and then there's one dimension of wellness that it's not in place. So think about them all: emotional, spiritual, intellectual, physical, environmental, financial, occupational, social. As I present this, we look at the first two, and we look at emotional and spiritual. And those two will actually cascade down over the rest of the dimensions. We want to have strong emotional dimension and a strong spiritual dimension. Emotional, what is emotion? It's energy in motion. That is the pinnacle, actually, and it dictates our journey. It all comes to the point. Your spirit is here. And ask yourself this question: don't you want to be happy? Do you want to be happy, light warriors? Everyone wants to experience happiness, but happiness could be different for each individual person. So when we look at emotional and spiritual, it kind of then interlocks with all the other dimensions of wellness. So wellness can be compromised by lack of support, trauma, unhelpful thinking styles, chronic illness, disability, and substance use. When we look at what can compromise any one of the dimensions, we can see that sometimes we can navigate this and control it, and sometimes there are things that are a little beyond our control. Always remember the law of 80-20. We are creating 80% of our reality, but then there's another 20%. We do live in this matrix. Everyone must understand this, and that's why we're going through this shift right now. That's why we're going through this spiritual war right now, because many people, they're being attacked in one of the dimensions of wellness. And when the dimensions of wellness begin to cascade and fall down one after another, your energy, your life force energy is drained. We are all individually positioned differently in all dimensions. So you might think someone might be doing better off than you, but you're looking at one dimension, but you're not seeing maybe other dimensions. Maybe a person is struggling with those. So always keep that in mind on your journey. Think of every point in time, a reference point. And day to day, as we shift, we can shift within the dimensions of wellness. Regardless of what it is, and we'll talk about some examples in a minute, you want to be better tomorrow in some way. Remember these words, light warriors. You want to be better tomorrow in some way. Not perfect, but just slightly better than yesterday. This is the authentic journey. Not perfect, but slightly better than yesterday. We understand that life is tragic and brutal. We are in this matrix, but there are always things that you can change. You can strengthen one of the dimensions of wellness and help to navigate through this dense matrix. Emotion is energy in motion, and we always want to remember that. When we think of emotional, a lot of times that's who you are, your spirit. I spoke about the science of depression. What is depression? And we take the word, depressed is deep rest. You are not the body, you are the energy that operates the body. Your spirit is operating the body. So when you get deep, when you feel the need for deep rest, depressed, that's what the word means, your spirit is tired of operating the body within the matrix. I know this is a lot, but I hope it's helpful for all of you. It's the truth. Your emotions are your spirit. And if something makes you sad, if something brings you down, that's you at your core. You are here to have the life that you want to experience. So as that emotional is at the top, we want to strengthen our dimension of spirituality. We're seeing this right now. This is probably the second most important. Your emotions are immediate. But if you are strong spiritually, and you know there's more to all of this, the emotions are kind of a lot easier to manage because you know you're going to do this over and over again. But we didn't come here to suffer. We came here for abundance. Intellectual. Sometimes things will call us. Maybe you're called to these messages. Nice to see you. If we just sit on the couch and watch lower vibrational reality TV and all this other stuff that's designed to dumb our people down, it's not here to pick our people up. Everything designed in the matrix to make us fall. And that's why we are able to work on the dimensions of wellness. When we improve intellectually, we can improve that dimension of wellness. We also need to keep in mind that there are fake, false, subconscious programs. When we think of tell lies to your vision and a television program, they're showing you that they're programming the subconscious mind. Who are the writers of these programs? Because if you don't have good programs, you're not going to have a good everyday life. Physical. We want to be strong physically, and we need to take the time to work on that. Everyone's journey and free will is the law of the universe, and it's everyone's birthright to just sit on the couch. It is important to strengthen that dimension of wellness, your actual physical wellness, your physical health, and do what resonates with you. I spoke many times of the waters of the body. The water must flow. Regardless of the exercise, you need the waters of the body to flow in and out. You're mostly water. You are water. I'm going to drink some more water right now. So you need to move these waters. And when you're stagnant, right, when the water gets stagnant, that's where disease happens. Dis-ease. The body is not at ease. Environmental. A lot of times, our environment is not conducive to our wellness. That's why you see me out on the beach. You guys want to join me on the beach? We'll have a beach party. We'll do that, right? Party time on the beach. Some of you have visited the beach. I'm very blessed on my journey that I'm close to the beach. I know some of you have communicated to me that you don't even live close to the beach. You would have to travel or get on a plane. I'm very blessed to live by the ocean. But if you've been by the beach, and a lot of you might answer this in the chat, and you'll know, when you see people on the beach, they're just like chilling out. Everything's good. You leave your bag, you leave your wallet. No one takes anything. Everything's nice, right? Because it's a higher vibrational environment. Think about what's going on in the world right now. They want you inside, out of the sun, out of the salt water from the air. Breathe it in, kid. Please breathe. Got to breathe. But breathe in that nature. Take in wherever it is. I know you might not be by the ocean, but sometimes, like you see me go on hikes, most of them are by water, but I know you might have hikes by you. Your environment is conducive. Environment also could be the people that you're around. Sometimes we got to get out of there. See ya. Don't be afraid. Have the courage to get up and go. Financial. A lot of times things happen, and that is a dimension of wellness, because to operate out of this matrix, we do need finances. And you need to have that balance of how do you live your life. But when we're living in the vibration of doing what we desire, if we're strong spiritually, if you have a vocation in life, that's just going to come. A lot of times, because of ego, we're put in the matrix that, got to get more money. We don't need so much. You'd be surprised, right? So, and a lot of people are seeing this now. We don't need to consume. We need people. That's what we need. Occupational. Sometimes we got a job maybe earlier in our journey before we started waking up. Who's been waking up in the last few years, right? You might have gotten into a job that doesn't serve your soul. Occupation. Think about your occupation. It's important, and I'm grateful, right? When your occupation matches up with your soul purpose. Maybe you're doing a 9 to 5, right? A lot of people, right? Sometimes we're taught when we're younger, get into business, right? You're working a cubicle. You're making money for someone else. Now that goes back into financial. It lowers your vibration. And you saw back in the 2000s all the corruption that was exposed, and all those stocks, all that corruption. And people, right? They pass the buck down, and people that are working, and they're just working, they're realizing that what am I doing? I'm not doing my life's purpose here. And more people are walking away from these types of jobs in the cubicle, right? They want to get out in nature. They want to serve the people. Remember, that's where we're going to, where it's a positive feedback loop. You serve, you're going to earn, and both parties are going to be beneficial, raise the vibration. Think of all the corruption that happened, right? All that corruption needs to go, and people are going to work and realizing, what am I doing? I'm trying to be a conniver, right? In these business jobs. In these business jobs, a lot of people are walking away from them now. Social wellness. And that is clearly under attack right now. It's attacked through subconscious programs for a long time. And that loops us back to the top. You saw her in the thumbnail, world famous thumbnail. It all loops around. But if I were to say the important one is emotional, because it's to the individual. So think of social right now, how everyone is separate. Love being destroyed, subconscious programs in the way, the family being destroyed. And it's hard to find people that are on the same vibrational frequency. So the ultimate goal is to achieve the happiness that you deserve. And due to subconscious programs, people are trained to serve the matrix. They serve their job. They serve the matrix, but they're afraid of love. They're afraid of social, right? Being with people, right? We see it on multiple levels right now. And that's how this is all being destroyed. And I'm here to share the truth. When we look at the 8 dimensions of wellness, There are certain things that we're able to get a hold of and we are in control of, right? But sometimes there are things that are actually put out there. Lack of support. Think of what's going on in the world. And do people feel supported by the false idols? I'll support you. Where are they? Where are they? I'm here though, right? Where are they? Where's the support? So there are certain things in the way. Trauma. Think about all the trauma that's being pumped out there right now. Think of all our children and all the trauma that the children are being put through right now. Unhelpful thinking styles. Now, this is something that we are in control of. We are not our past. And just because something happened in the past, it doesn't mean it's your future. The past is finished. Now we go towards the future. That's something that we are in control of. Chronic illness, disabilities. These are things that sometimes we can be born with. But when I think of DNA, when I think of what's available or what should be available to the people, and I'm going to ask the question again. You know the question. Where are the med beds? Where are the med beds? Should I ask it one more time? Yeah. Where are the med beds? And substance use can start to deteriorate the dimensions of wellness. If one of the dimensions of wellness, right, you might have a certain dimension, could be financial, you don't like your job, occupational, social. A lot of our people feel separate right now, right? Because this is an attack on humanity. That's why it's a spiritual war, right? So all of these things can lead to substance abuse. And I've spoke to many of my brothers and sisters, and I'm grateful for those messages. And I will keep going. And you keep going too, right? I love you all. But sometimes substance abuse will come when we have a problem in one of the dimensions of wellness, and then it starts to leak throughout the other dimensions. Happiness and love. That's what everyone is looking for. But the matrix is designed to destroy love, family, and happiness. It's done by design, and it's an attack on humanity. And you might say, how is that so, Michael? I'll tell you. Dr. Bruce Lipton said that falling in love is the equivalent to taking the red pill. And I know a lot of you have taken the red pill and you're awake, you're alert, right? If you haven't seen The Matrix, watch The Matrix. Dr. Bruce Lipton said falling in love is the equivalent to taking the red pill. And there are so many things that are put in place, whether they're subconscious programs that you need to work, you need to do this, you need to stay busy, and 10 more busies after that. It's designed to destroy love, and it's designed to destroy the family. And the science is shared by Dr. Bruce Lipton. Bruce, I love that guy. I'm here to lead the charge. I'm here to shine the light. There are things that are in place because of the matrix to deteriorate one of the dimensions of wellness, because we're not going to be perfect in all the dimensions. We are all individuals, and we're all individually placed. Even, for example, on my journey, right? I share with you sometimes, right? We deal with being alone, right? I've been alone during this whole journey. I'm still going, I'm still standing, but I'm using this as a teaching tool. I might say go out and I see whatever, a couple, or, you might see a couple if you're alone, but you're not realizing that maybe they're miserable together. You don't see that dimension. And I'm here to share that with you. Your dimensions of wellness are going to be unique and they're going to be specific. And some people will have similar journeys, but no two journeys are the same. I'm here to share with all of you. We're all dealing with the satanic attacks that will infiltrate any one of the dimensions: emotional, spiritual, intellectual, physical, environmental, financial, occupational, social. There are attacks on humanity. And we're here to learn to navigate through, because authentically, right now, this is a spiritual war. And there's spiritual warfare upon our people. You need to be focused, and we need to be authentic. You know me. I always will remember what my mother said. My mother was very right. And she said, family is the most important thing. Think about that. Family is the most important thing. My mother, love you, Mom, was right. But we're going through this time period and the attacks on humanity, and how many families are broken, separate, and prevented from finding love, prevented from starting families. People are trapped within the matrix and they're not happy. They think they have to do things and be a certain type of way that the matrix dictates them. It's all fake. It's all programs of the matrix, subconscious programs. And in each one of these levels of wellness, emotional, spiritual, intellectual, physical, environmental, financial, occupational, social, where are the invisible enemies that lay within each one of those dimensions? The invisible enemy is very clever. But I assure you, dear ones, they are no match for the warriors of the rainbow. I'm here to teach a truth. So remember your happiness. Remember the power of family. Remember the power of love. Make the most of your opportunities, because opportunities will pass you by and you may never have that opportunity ever again. So we're learning how to go through all of these dimensions. And I hope that this message was helpful for all of you. Remember, I know that each and every one of you are struggling in one of those dimensions. These are the 8 dimensions of wellness. We're all unique individuals. We're all on unique journeys. So be conscious of the 8 dimensions of wellness. Protect them. Navigate through them. And then, Light Warrior, you will become the person that you came here to be. And so it is. How was that one, Light Warriors? We need to really understand how detailed this all is. It's very detailed. And when we're peeling back the layers, we could see, I'm reading the comments. We all see what the Matrix has done to kill it all. I see it all. And I'm reading the comments, and you're all seeing it as well. And a lot of people, we're becoming aware of dimensional bleeding. We're becoming aware of the law of 80-20. We're warriors. And this is a spiritual war. And right now, authentically, this is survival tips. That's what it is. It might not be that truthful happiness, right? What's that truthful happiness that your soul wants you to experience? Remember, it's your life, your everyday life, right? It's your life, and it's your soul that wants the experience. And that's what's operating the body. And we're seeing it now. We're seeing everyone feeling tired because their souls are not here for the experience. We're here for the experience that we deserve. So we need to be aware of these 8 dimensions. And I hope that this was helpful for all of you. And I love you too. I love you all. But we need to be aware of all of these things because there are many attacks. They might be hidden in plain sight, but we're here to understand the 8 dimensions of wellness. And when we do, we're serving the people. You taking notes, Candy? That's great. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Yvonne. You know, I'm here to share the truth about things. You know, you might stumble across this. A lot of you have been on the journey with me for quite some time. But we're presenting from a place of authenticity, not cliche. We're going to learn the truth. And all these concepts that I've shared, the law of 80-20, Kensho versus Satori, and now today, the 8 dimensions of wellness, they might not be the most popular topics, right? But I'm here to share that tonight. I'm not concerned that it's the most popular thing. It's the truth. So I'm going to share it. And I hope I'm leaving a legacy of all of you light warriors that will share the truth. Create the things, and I know a lot of you have shared with me that you're starting to create. Doesn't have to be videos, all different things that you do because I motivated you. Create the things that you want to be known for. Create the things that resonate with you like a bell and not the things that are popular. Otherwise, we just go, law of attraction, hooray! And just do that all day long, right? Just do law of attraction all day long. I appreciate all of you. And, you know, I want you all to know this, know that love and family is most important. So if you have the opportunity for these things, don't let these opportunities pass you by because, you look at social right now, everyone's alone and isolated. It's very difficult. And I know that, it's not my situation, but I hear plenty of it. People are stuck in a situation and their energy's being drained. Environmental, when we think of that aspect is could be where you live, people you live with. Occupational could be the people you work with as well. Everything affects your core vibrational frequency. So you need to keep moving forward no matter what. Remember these 8 dimensions today. As I say them, you might say, oh, this is, and that's okay. No one's going to be perfect. No one's, I got everything all the way down. You might say, oh, this one is a little lacking, so on and so forth. But that's okay. But there are many things that are put in place to prevent, especially emotional. They want you sad and they want you in fear. And now they want you in shame because they're on the way out. The serpents can no longer hide. Shame is the lowest form of vibrational consciousness. So the serpents that want you to feel shame, it is the lowest vibration. And, oh, I don't know, you might even call it satanic. But the greatest vibrations are love and authenticity. But when you achieve authenticity, remember, it's all the way up there. So you might find yourself in the void. Where is everyone? Nobody knows. I'm broadcasting from a different dimension. It's just me, Light Warriors. So, I know, you all write to me, and if you're on Telegram, our group is Our Everyday Lives 528 for the 528 hertz frequency. And I leave everything for the people. People share. They ask me, can I share? It's for you. It's not mine. It's yours. I'm just hanging out. Same thing with the messages. Leave comments, share your experiences. And I appreciate the comments. They help boost the algorithms. A lot of my core Light Warriors know that, right? I share resiliency. I'm one man. I'm doing this alone. I don't have no team do this, I have you. You are all my team. That's what I have. And it's just authentic. And people, I'm trying to show what the fifth dimension is all about. You put out a positive vibration, and then positive vibrations will come back to you. And that's what you all represent. You're my team. The greatest unit. I've told you that all along. But everything you see is just me. And I prefer it that way. I've learned a lot. I've learned, had good mentors. I had a good experience when I was younger. And, all the people, I reflect on my Nana, very important person. And I'll probably do a full video on this soon. I remember what she did. You know what my Nana did? My Nana was a housewife. That's what she did. And she served our whole family. She did things that I could never do. And because of subconscious programs, this work was shamed. I grew up the way that I did because I had people like that in my family. So a lot of times we're given these programs, break the family, break the love, all those things that used to be great. I remember all the things that were great, and I will fight every single day. And if I have to do it all the way, I will. I'll serve the people. I'll find a way. I'll find a way. I think of everything that all the people that served me, her, my mother, she still serves me, right? That's what I have in my life. That's what I have. We're all different. All our situations are different. I know some of you have bad situations with your family. I understand that. You wrote that to me. I understand that. Your situation, different than mine. My situation, different than yours. But I'll teach the truth. Teach the truth. Not everything is unicorns and rainbows. We're going to teach the truth, and we're going to learn that there is a problem with the fabric of the matrix of this reality, and it's designed to go within the 8 dimensions of wellness. If you just joined the live stream, the 8 dimensions of wellness: emotional, spiritual, intellectual, physical, environmental, financial, occupational, social. We keep this strong when we have love and when we have family. And that's what we're doing. I shared that a long time ago. I think that was our Christmas video, that we're bringing back the family. And that's what we've all created. We're the family. What up, fam? That's what we have. So always keep in mind these 8 dimensions of wellness. Physical health and mental health connected. Your mental health declines, then your physical health declines. You know, I kind of even experienced that recently, right? I mean, things happen, but you have to keep going. You have to heal and come back, right? Hurt my shoulder, wasn't able to do what I always did. Coming back, light warriors, coming back, right? You see it, right? But one thing leads to another. Let's take this example. I'll teach through myself, right? Hurt the shoulder, then other things start falling apart. Then you got to heal the shoulder. Now the shoulder comes back. Now everything else comes back in the body. So think about when one of your dimensions of wellness is under attack. That's how the whole thing could fall down. Think about it. The truth. Think about when your physical health, environment. Think about our environment. Think about all the spraying and think about all the pollution. Think about all the chem and those fake clouds. You ever see those fake clouds, light warriors? Think about our environment. Think about all these things and think about our social. We are social beings. We're supposed to be with one another. Where is everyone? I don't know. Where is everyone? I made it glitch again. I'm sorry. I'll just stay back here. I'll just stay. That's why I go out to the to nature to do this usually. So when I said environment, yeah, well, you know, I mean, I think of all the heavy metals, right? Think of all the stuff that's sprayed. Where does it go? Where does it go into our water? What's in our water? What's fluoride doing in our water? You know, I could go on and on. I've done many videos on alkaline water, right? Questioning why fluoride is in water. I got to know these things. If someone knows, let me know why, right? You understand? You understand? We understand. We understand. These are attacks on humanity in the subconscious mind. Well, it's supposed to be there. It's not supposed to be there. Fake clouds aren't supposed to be there. When is it going to stop? I'm still waiting. These are the 8 dimensions of wellness. And I'm going to keep serving the people. Do the right thing, not the popular thing. Do the right thing. It's very different. And you got to stand with feet planted firmly. So take the time tonight. When I'm done with this live stream, think about these 8 dimensions. And why don't you leave a comment? Why doesn't everyone tonight leave a comment? Reflect on your, I'm giving you homework, Lightwork. Reflect on the 8 dimensions of life, 8 dimensions of wellness, and leave a comment on something that is part of your journey. I shared mine. I always share mine. Expose everything, right? I ain't perfect. My journey's not perfect. Speak the truth. Speak the truth. When you're in authenticity, that raises your vibration. Speak the truth. That's what we're here to do. I appreciate that. So, AS, I'm going to be speaking about that hopefully at least by the summer. I'm waiting for more people because it's going to be a doozy. I'm going to come with everything for that one. Yeah. That one's going to be for my Nana. Yeah. So, you know, think about how our physical health and all they're sharing in the comments, how these things affect your physical health. You didn't sign up. You didn't give permission. You didn't give permission for heavy metals. If you want to know how to remove heavy metals, we got a video on cilantro, world famous video on cilantro. Think about these things. We do not give permission. We do not give permission. I reflect on all our brothers and sisters that have fallen, because one of their 8 dimensions of wellness was destroyed by the matrix. We're here to burn this matrix to the ground. I'm here to serve all the way to and through the event. Hopefully the event will be soon though, right? Because we're all getting tired, right? But we're going to keep going, right? When the finish line is unknown. And if you've stumbled across this message, if you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people. And please share with one other person, because if we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. I'll keep going, Light Warriors. Nothing will stop this. All the way. 8 dimensions of wellness. Think about them. If this resonated with you, think of 80-20, law of 80-20, Kensho versus Satori. They're on the channel page. Why don't you smash the like button? That's always helpful. All the things are good for algorithms. Leave comments, click subscribe, click the bell next to subscribe and select all so you see the updates. And I'm going to keep going. Exhaust all options. Exhaust it all. The DNA is golden. And remember, mutations hold no power over organic structures that have harmonized with source frequency. And that's the ultimate way for wellness. Don't worry about what's going on out there, Light Warriors. You all know why. We cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. Be conscious of the 8 dimensions of wellness. Use this to raise your vibration and increase your electromagnetism. Life is so much better when we are all together. If you find this message inspiring or know someone that could benefit from it, please share this message. You wanted a spiritual warrior. You got it, kid. Dear ones, I am Michael. Find us in the 5th dimension. Not a place, but a frequency. Have a wonderful day living your everyday life. I love you all. I'll keep going all the way. Share your experiences, your journey, if it calls you, with the 8 dimensions of wellness. And I'm here to raise your vibration. I hope this message was helpful for all of you. Have a great day. Namaste. All right, guys. Thank you, Chris. Love you. AS, thank you. Whole Light Worker, thank you. Elaine, Candy, Yvonne, Eve Marie. Keep going, right? I love you all. Tina, thank you. Lori, Julia, Bev. I'll be here all night. I love you all. I appreciate all of you. Have a great day.